It's time!
Oh yeah, it's time for Miss Lou Champion Sports Talk.
I knew these two guys when I had hair.
For me, it was just all about being coachable, being approachable, being a good team guy, and being what I'm supposed to be when I'm supposed to be.
Where were they getting the hair from?
I think they took it from his lower back.
Okay.
And they moved it to the top. With me, Ronnie Calhoun, and the legend, Joey Martin. It's entertaining, informative, and sometimes a little crazy. So sit back and enjoy the show. Hey guys, before we get started, we want to tell you about our awesome partners, Syrah Technology, Gregg Vet Clinic, Hicks Chicks, Kenny Chesney's Chair Bay Rum, and all of our awesome partners that you see on the screen right now. Make sure to do business with them and tell them Miss Lou Champion sent you. Hey guys, Ronnie Calhoun here with Miss Lou Champion Spotlight. We're back for season 2 of Miss Lou Champion Sports Talk with my man Joey Martin. As always, we're brought to you by Magnolia Bluff Casino, and we're driven by Sango GMC. And I always like to remind everybody to pick up the Concordia Sentinel every week. Serving the Miss Lou since 1876. Right. Which Joey wasn't there until, 1890?
Yeah, I started a little after.
Yeah, I think it was 1890 whenever you joined the But anyway, we're gonna do this every Thursday from our Miss Lou Champion Spotlight studio right here in downtown Natchez, and looking forward to a great year. What you got, man?
Well,
what's up?
Glad to be here, buddy. I've been looking forward to this. But yeah, it's been a quiet summer. I'm glad we're finally getting some things going, starting with our softball teams. And just a couple of notes. The SWAC, Southwestern Athletic Conference, announced its preseason team, and Joshua Trask Jr. went to Natchez High. He's on the second team as an offensive lineman at Southern University. So congrats to him. I watched his dad play, and Craig may even remember Josh Trask. He was a beast at linebacker, and man, good to see for Joshua. He went to Co-Lin as well and did well there, and so some big things happening. And I talked to Kobe Dillon, who sat out last year. He was the Faraday MVP the year they won state.
Yep, I remember him.
Yep. And so he's raring to go. Had a good spring, and he's very excited about this year.
Man, I'm super pumped for football, for high school, for college, for pro, for everything. More football is good, but today we're going to be talking a little softball. We've got Cathedral coach Craig Beesley and some of his players, and then we've got the AC coach, head coach Savannah Buck with some of her players coming in. So we're going to do about maybe 20, 25 minutes each. Right. And I think both of these teams are pretty excited about their year.
They are.
We talked to Coach last year about this particular group of girls, and they've been playing together for a long time. And I think even last year he was talking about this year kind of. So it'll be excited to hear, their outlook on the season and where their mindset is going into the new year.
Yeah, supposed to start tomorrow.
Supposed to start tomorrow if Mother Nature will let us. So yeah, man. So let's let me see if I got anything else here.
I was going to mention too. We had Coleman Carter, quarterback at AC. He's committed to go on to the next level at Louisiana Lafayette. So congratulations to him. I saw Coleman in a 7-on-7 game at Vidalia last month, and man, he's gotten a little bigger, bulkier, and man, he's got an arm. So
yeah.
And, we were talking, somebody asked me, you think he'll play next year? I said, well, nowadays coaches better play some of these kids or they're going to be out.
Yeah.
They'll hit the transfer portal. And
so he's already signed with ULA?
He hasn't signed. He's committed.
He's committed? Okay.
Yeah. And you know how commits.
Yeah. That's a good score for him, though.
It is.
I mean, that's a big deal. That's a nice.
Of course, we've got Amari Lewis at Vidalia is committed to Alcorn. He's only a junior.
Yeah.
And Desmond Jefferson at Faraday, he's a wide receiver, junior as well. He's about to commit to Missouri, I believe. So some big things going on.
A lot of local talent.
Yeah.
And we'll get into those guys. We'll get into a lot of that. We'll cover them all year, and we'll follow the high school and we'll follow the college guys throughout the year. But I guess if you're ready, man, we'll hit a quick break, and then we'll get Coach and the Cathedral girls on.
Sounds good.
All right, we'll be right back after a quick break. Guys, Ronnie and Shannon here with Miss Lou Champion Spotlight.
And we're here at our amazing partners, Gregg Veterinary Hospital.
Gregg Veterinary Hospital has been providing comprehensive, reliable, cutting-edge veterinary services to pets in the Missoula since 2002.
They welcome pets of all shapes and sizes who are in need of emergency treatment or who require routine medical, surgical, and dental care.
Dr. Gregg and his team offer a long list of services, including in-house laboratory diagnostics, digital x-ray, soft tissue, orthopedic surgery, dental care, extractions, laser surgery, laser therapy, preventative health, and wellness plans.
And if you need grooming and boarding services, they do that too.
So call Gregg Vet today.
Win your share of $200,000 this summer at Magnolia Bluffs Casino Hotel. Play to win our Magnolia Money Explosion giveaways and our $12,000 Summer Cash Splash Grand Prize. Plus, enjoy new lower table limits, hot new games, a new lineup of entertainment, and all the action at Playmaker Sportsbook Bar and Grill. It's always a good time. Visit MagnoliaBluffsCasino.com. Gambling problem? Call 888-777-9696. Must be 21.
All right, guys, we are back with about 1/3 of the Cathedral softball team and the head coach here. How are y'all?
Doing good. Ready to get the season started.
Good deal, man. So we got Coach Beesley here. We've got Liza Gregg, KG Fisher, and one of my former students, Madeline Felder. So how are you? Everybody good?
Good.
Thank y'all for coming out this morning. We're looking forward to, I think it's going to be an exciting season for you guys.
Yes, sir.
So, Joey, you want to start us out, man?
Sure. Of course, I think you girls played together and y'all had a team during the summer and had a lot of success. How does that move to the high school field now for you as far as your confidence and playing together?
It's really exciting because the younger girls really stepped it up in the summer, and we're ready to go all the way to state.
So, how many seniors do we have?
6.
6 seniors? Are all 3 of you guys seniors?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so 6 seniors and then juniors and
Yeah, we've got these 3 here that are with us today, and then we have Lily Crom, Kinsley Young, and Anna Grace Britt. They're all seniors.
all seniors.
And we've got a good group of juniors. Molly Shirley's really stepped it up this year. She's playing real good. Olivia Navarro is going to pitch some for us this year. And we've got some younger girls that have really gotten a lot stronger since last year. Anna Arthur has really improved a lot with the bat. And, we expect big things from this group this year.
Do you guys feel pressure? Or are you just excited to get out there and go?
I'm just excited to get out there and start going.
There's definitely pressure, but I ignore it.
Yeah, you kind of going from the hunter to the hunted now. How is that different?
I'm still a hunter.
I like that.
Good attitude.
I like
Very
that.
good.
I like that.
A lot to prove. Still,
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, sir.
This group right here, we as 9th graders, they won district, and we beat Copi. And the last 2 years, their 10th and 11th grade year, Copi has won the district. So that's our goal right now, is to win district. And we've got to play good ball every game because AC's gotten a lot better and St. Al's gotten a lot better. And then of course you've got Copi, who's 2-time defending district champion.
Right.
So it's going to be tough this year.
Yeah, we've got AC. We got some of the AC girls coming in after you guys. Do you play with some of them during the summer, or no?
No,
Nobody.
sir.
Okay.
Most of our girls
Stay together.
they stay on the Diamond Dolls, and they're strictly a travel team. They play a lot down around Lafayette.
Okay.
And, they travel a lot, but I think they played 4 or 5 tournaments this year. Not as many as they normally play, but they played a lot of softball. There's 16, 17 years here. And Brian Fisher and Dr. Gregg and all them, they've done a real good job with them.
Yeah.
They work them hard.
Oh, yeah.
And it's, come time for high school season, it's like a break for them.
Nobody's gonna push them like that.
No,
Yeah.
they work hard. They work hard.
Let's start, Liza, real quick with you. What position do you play, and tell us your outlook on the season. Are you excited?
I'm excited. I play catcher,
Okay.
and this season's definitely going to be a little different because we're kind of building up the people that come after us. So it's like you have to get ready to have somebody replace you when you leave, but you also have to play your best. So it's kind of like a fun balance of trying to find someone that can kind of fill in your shoes after you leave and also make shoes to fill.
Man, that's a well thought out answer. That's good stuff right there. Every time we have these kids in, look, every time we have these kids in, I just think, man, they're way smarter than me. And I'm not even talking about whenever I was that age. Like now, they're smarter than me now. So tell us a little about, your position and kind of your outlook on the season. What are you excited about and all that?
I play shortstop. My only outlook is to win state. So that's my only goal. But yeah, I also am excited for what's to come for the softball team. Going to come back and watch, but I'm really sad about this year. So
Yeah.
We've got 2 months to make it good, though. Before we get sad.
Yeah. Don't get sad yet. I could tell she got a little competitive spirit.
Oh, very. Just a little bit.
So, Madeline, start by telling us who your favorite teacher of all time is. And then,
Mr. Ronnie Calhoun, actually.
That's a good answer. Good answer. Yeah. So tell us what position you play and a little bit about what you think about the season.
I play center field, and I'm really excited. I mean, last year, best year, right? You got to go with the bang.
Yeah, there you go.
So hopefully we go with the bang.
Yeah.
We will.
And
There's no hope.
the 3 girls you see sitting up here will not finish their career this year. They will all go to college and play.
That's awesome.
So, and then we also have Lily Crum, who, Lily and Kinsley are out of town today, but Lily has also committed to Co-Lin.
Okay.
We got Liza Millsaps,
Yes, sir.
KG East Central, Madeline East Central, and Lily Co-Lin.
Okay.
And you don't see that very often in high
Yeah.
school where you have 4, and Kinsley possibly, if she chooses to try and play next year, she could possibly go somewhere too. Right now, she's not really wanting to play next year, but I think she has the ability to if she wants to.
Do you let Liza call any pitches or Lily?
Well, they're going to have more freedom this year because Lily has she's really understanding the game a lot better now. She's been working with some college coaches in pitching. And, I can see the difference in her this year and last year. And her mental side is a lot better, I think, And Liza's been back. I've coached softball for 7 years, and I've never had a year where I've had to worry about my catcher. I've had Liza for like 4 or 5 years, and Lauren Dunbar before that. And Lauren's playing at East Central, and now she's at Belhaven. So catching is a position I've never had to worry about. And, next year, that's something we'll have to cross paths. Somebody's going to have to step up. And like Liza said, she's not catching for herself this year. She's trying to train those younger girls to take her spot next year. And I can see that in all the seniors this year, not just Liza. Lily's done a good job with our pitchers working with them. KG's been out for a couple of weeks with the sickness, but she's back and she's working with the infielders. And Madeline's always first in line in the outfield drills. So they're always trying to help the younger kids get better.
Did your dad call your pitches? All your pitches?
Not when I pitched. No, back then he didn't call pitches. But now we baseball calls every pitch, and softball has the past 4 or 5 years. But Lily's going to have more freedom with Liza to shake off pitches and go with the ball.
So let me ask you this: if you're up to bat and it's late in the game and you're up there and they call timeout, they walk out to the pitcher and all that, coach walks up to you, what's he going to say to you there?
It's usually yapping.
Usually I try to relax him, say, see how far you get.
Is he going to tell you a joke?
He definitely tries to relax us because we're all really uptight most of the time. So
yeah, we're very hard on ourselves.
Yeah.
We need to not be, but we are.
So as a coach with this group of girls, you almost, if they're that hard on themselves, you almost have to do the reverse.
Right. You gotta settle them down and say, look, it's a long game, 7 innings, If you don't make this at bat, you're gonna get 2 or 3 more at bats in this game,
Yeah.
But they're very hard on themselves. They want to win. They're very competitive, and that goes good for a high school team. But they don't take it out on the younger kids. They're competitive, but they bring everybody together as one.
Yeah. That's leadership.
We've got 32 kids out there.
Yeah.
32 kids on my head, and that's how many we still have. We had more than that.
Wow.
So, we've kind of broken it down into 7th and 8th grade, and then 9th through 12th grade. But we've got some 8th graders that I think are going to be pretty good when they get a little bit older.
Yeah.
So,
Well, one big reason optimism, KG batted 386 last year, Liza 401, and Madeline 402. That's
yeah.
Joey coming with the numbers.
Yeah.
You got to keep it up. He's watching. He's
I want
watching.
to ask you also, and you get along with anybody, I mean,
Right.
and everybody. So,
Right.
but having somebody like Wes Shirley come on as principal, he's been in the role of coaching
Right.
at that level.
Yeah.
How big is that?
Well, it's he understands both sides. He understands the academic side of the school. He understands the athletic part. So he's seen both sides of it. It'll be good for Cathedral.
Mhm.
You know, he's got 3 kids there now.
Right.
So it'll be, you know, they'll enjoy being able to see their father every day, you know, while they're at school.
Maybe. It depends.
Maybe, yeah, they might be running the other way.
I think you just had to go over there for the discount.
But I think we were fortunate to be able to get him.
Yeah, great guy.
He'll be a good addition to the school.
That's it. I want to ask each one of you girls, and you can start, Liza, and then y'all follow. Is there a certain routine you go through before a game to get ready? Is there certain music you listen to, or how do you get ready mentally?
Well, my routine's a little different because I have to warm up Lily before every game. So that's pretty much what I do is I'll catch her and kind of get in like locked in on catching. It's kind of good practice to practice framing and just get like my glove broken in before a game. And that's what I do that makes it special to me is warming up pitchers.
Okay.
She does. After Lily throws, I've noticed this. I didn't know it was happening. Lily will back up to like where second base would be. And
My goodness.
the last thing is she'll throw 2 balls to Lily. And it's like it's a good luck. I don't know if it's a good luck or just a routine they picked up, but I noticed it last year. And Lily will back all the way up and she'll throw 2 down there. So it's kind of like every game I see them do that. It's okay. They're ready. Yeah, they're ready now.
You can feel that.
Oh
though,
yeah,
when they're
yeah, I
in-
can tell.
Yeah.
She doesn't even know I see that. You know.
Mhm.
And before they answer that question, who's tougher, your mom or your dad in the stands?
Ooh, definitely my dad. My mom is more vocal about it.
Dad just paces. Is that,
Yes, sir.
He's got to be careful because her dad's on the PA system.
Yeah.
So
KG, how do you get ready for a game?
This is bad, but I normally just eat some sweets in the locker room. I nervous eat and then, catch some ground balls that Coach Rasco hits to us and then get focused. That's really it.
Now it's you, Madeline.
I sing a few songs, joke around, yap a little bit, and then me and the outfield go out there and we just yap out there too. It's just a big old yap session. You really want to be for real.
if you know Madeline, you know she never stops talking. Or whatever. She's in a good mood. She's either singing or talking.
Yeah.
The team lively.
Look, I had her in the classroom.
I can imagine. I got her this year. I'll find out.
I'm picking. No, she was always great. But so is there a jokester on the team? Is there somebody that keeps things loose? What? So obviously you went through some of the teams that you're going to run across this year, without giving them any bulletin board material or anything like that.
I've already talked to the girl.
Coach, stop. Is there any team? Are there any teams that you're just really looking forward to that you know that they're going to bring it and it's going to bring the best out of you?
Brookhaven and Park.
Yes.
Yeah, those two come to the top of your mind. They competed for the state championship last year. They're from the same district.
Okay.
They played each other, and they finished 1 and 2 in their district, 1 and 2 in South State, and 1 and 2 in state. So
And they have a lot.
Yeah, they've
People
got a
back
lot
also?
back. Yes. The South 5A is unbelievably hard. 8 teams go to state, 4 from the north, 4 from the south, and the 4 from the south advanced all the way to the final day. And we were one of those teams. So, it's the South in 5A MAIS softball is unbelievable. It was good until and then Park Lane moved down from 6A to 5A. So they had won 6A like 2 or 3 years in a row.
Wow.
And then they moved down last year and won 5A. So you got Park Lane, you've got Brookhaven, you've got Silliman, you've got Oak Forest, you've got Cathedral, you've got Copiah, you got AC.
Murderers Road.
It's just
Stats.
Columbia. I mean, everybody's good in the South. And besides the Park Lane and Brookhaven team, we open up tomorrow night, which, hopefully the rain will hold off. But then we turn around next Monday and Tuesday and play Oak Forest and Silliman, which will be very good measuring stick for us early in the season.
Let me ask you girls, how do y'all like playing in the fall?
Like in the cold.
No,
Yeah,
I mean,
it's spring.
As
that's
compared
as varsity has played both. I personally enjoy the fall better
Okay.
because it just gets out of the way. It's hot. You're not freezing cold. So
Okay.
I don't like hitting when it's cold.
Yeah.
It hurts my hands. So I like being hot. You can get skin.
I don't believe they've ever played in the spring because we were
Well,
when they were seventh graders, we were already in the MAIs.
Okay. Gotcha.
When we were in the MHSAA, we were playing in the spring.
That has to be good for you though, because you don't have to worrying about graduation,
Right.
senior trips,
Yes.
other
And I've
distractions.
had to deal with that during baseball.
Yeah.
In the past when I've coached and played,
Right.
But it's good for the MAIs in some aspects, but it's good because the college coaches have more freedom
Mhm.
in the fall.
Right.
They're not playing their
Well, that makes
schedule,
sense.
so they can get out and recruit more. But it's bad as these girls have to do cheerleading, drill team, cross country, soccer, softball. I mean, they don't get to compete in a lot of the sports that they could compete in if
Mhm.
another sport was moved to the spring. So it's hard on the girls, but they try and balance their schedule as well as they can.
What's y'all's favorite place to play besides home?
Do you like the tough environment?
Yeah,
Tell you
I
what,
like the
I don't know. I would
Yeah,
love to
I
have some
loved playing at
videos.
Brookhaven last year.
I did
Yeah.
too, and I liked playing Capaya in the like advanced to Monday thing, like placing
AC's always
state.
fun.
AC's always fun.
Do you like going into the opponent territory and people yelling at you?
Yeah.
And all that?
Yes.
It's really fun in the outfield because the student section's back there, so they're hacking at you, and it's just like
You play the villain role.
Then you're just
Yeah.
there. It's just
The atmosphere at South State last year on Monday
Mhm.
was unbelievable.
Yeah.
We had a Coach Andrew Beesley drove a whole busload of students up there. Kapile brought a whole busload of students. Our fans were there.
Yeah.
It was probably close to 700 people at that game.
It was so
you know,
loud.
and
I
it
couldn't
was
hear anything.
It was
He
so
telling us
fun.
to- I was at
So
short
fun.
side.
I've played in some big atmospheres.
Yes.
Even in college, I played at
Yeah.
I played at Ole Miss, I played at State, and all those places. That atmosphere gave me chills when you walk out there. For the girls, you know, I've played in those situations,
Yeah.
but these girls, for them to experience what they experienced last year was good for them, and it should prepare us more for this season to be in that environment again.
Yeah.
You know, we've seen it now. Now we're ready to go back and knock the door down and hopefully win those games.
I mean,
and we won
yeah.
that game.
You beat number one East Rankin. That
Yeah.
was huge right off.
Right. Well, we had them beat. We had them beat,
Yeah,
and then we lost that. And it turned out to be good because our second game ended up being against a different opponent than we would have played if we'd have won.
Oh,
you know,
gotcha.
so it gave us a better chance to get to state,
Mhm.
to the final day of state. East Rankin had quote unquote the best pitcher in the MAS. She was
State.
she committed to Mississippi State. She was pretty tall. I don't know how tall, but she was tall, and we got her out of the game in third,
Wow.
fourth inning, and then they brought in their number 2 pitcher, and she shut us down.
Funny how that works.
I know. We were all amped up for the fastball, and then the other one came in and got us.
Well, along those lines, how does it help y'all battling against Liza? Knowing, you can do well against, not Liza, I'm sorry, Lily.
Lily.
And knowing if you can hit her, you can hit anybody.
Right.
Does that help?
It definitely gives us
Yeah.
confidence.
Yeah. And I'd like to say, Liza's back there catching. She sees a lot of those pitches,
Mhm.
so she's got a really good eye for the ball and really good eye for the strike zone. And Madeline's a slap hitter, so she does a real good job of hitting backside a lot and using her speed.
Mhm.
And KG, she unbelievable hitting. I don't like throwing BP to her because she gets everything right back to the net. I'm afraid one day I'm going to lean outside of that strict net and get hit. But and like I say, Lily has gotten a lot stronger because she is swinging the bat now better than I've ever
He
seen.
hits like 4 out every
Yeah,
practice.
we played at Co-Lin last week in a tournament, and she hit one out there. Co-Lin's field's a lot bigger than ours. She hit one out there. So Lily has come a long way this year,
Yes.
and I'm excited for her with not only on the mound but with the bat too.
What I know the answer to this question is obviously win state, but let's take winning state off the table. What would be considered a success this year? Taking winning state out of the equation, what would be a successful year for Eliza?
Having fun probably is most important, and enjoying my time, like my last times on the Cathedral softball team.
It'd be a success for me if I helped everybody, helped build up the younger girls. And yeah, what Liza said, I just want to have fun and make every moment count. So.
And you get you got to follow them. You could have took the first step.
I mean, I could have.
Your answer.
What would you say is a success for you?
Keeping everyone happy. That's really my goal in life, is just to keep everyone smiling, giggling, not getting them too down.
Yeah.
Because it's like Coach Gregg, it's a 7-inning game. You have so many chances. If you just get down on one at bat in your first inning, then it's just, and you harp on it, it's going to affect your whole game. So I just keep people smiling and having fun. Have a good
These seniors have really matured. They've been with us, besides Madeline, they've been with us since 7th grade. And they've matured so much in that time period. Not necessarily physically, but mentally, athletically. But the understanding of team concept and how to have a good, strong team from 7th graders to 12th graders, how to be role models for the younger girls and show them how we do things. We do things the right way. We don't want to, there's times to goof off, and there's times to be serious, and, tomorrow night it's time to start getting serious.
Right.
But they've done a great job. And, I talked to them when we had tryouts in the spring, and I said, look, this is it for y'all, but y'all got to understand that y'all's legacy is going to carry on. What's going to happen next year when y'all are gone? We graduate six players.
Yeah.
That's 67% of your starting lineup gone out the door.
Coach's going to have a lot more draft next year.
But to see those younger girls buy into what they've been doing for 6 years really means a lot. To me, looking at it from the outside.
Yeah.
And they'll understand that later. They might not understand it now.
No,
I told them that. I said 10 years down the road, people are going to understand how you were as a teammate, not what you did in the.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say. And I see we're running down, Joey, but I'll give you the last question. But before we get you out of here, we'll have you back during the season. We'll do this again. We'll have some updates throughout the year. You guys are welcome to come anytime you want. But I was just going to say, just have fun because, like he said, we're older. We're thinking down the road and stuff like that. And sometimes you look back on things and you say, I was so focused on winning or whatever that you forgot to enjoy it. Yeah. And winning's just a process. Winning's just the outcome of a process. So just John Wooden always said, he was just proud of some of his teams that never won because they maximized their potential. Right. So just go out there, have fun, maximize your potential, be a good teammate, be a good representative for coach and for your school and for our town. Right. And just have fun. And we'll be there cheering you on and all of that. But you guys are welcome back anytime, and I'll let Joey take us home.
I don't know if y'all know this, but back when I went to school at Cathedral, mid-70s, we were the Greenies.
Yeah.
Did y'all know that?
Yeah.
So every football prep rally sing the alma mater, right? You still do that?
No, not anymore.
Really?
Not anymore.
Oh, I'll have to talk to Wes.
Yeah. We tried to get it back a few years ago.
We're loyal to you, CHS.
I remember all the way through.
You got that, Wes? But we would spell greenies at the end, so I'm wondering if they spell green wave now.
Yeah, well, we go by, you see Lady Wave is what we go by. But green wave, and the big discussion lately has been, is it one word or two words?
Walt Brown's on that, I know.
I would like to end before we break. These girls have decided and came to me a couple of weeks ago. They wanted to play the season for Coach McCann.
Awesome.
Yeah, he's been there longer than me, Yeah. And he's always done everything that you needed to be done. Never did complain about anything, and worked all the way up through last year, battling cancer. And I'm proud that these girls decided to play for him this year.
Yeah, and thank you for bringing that up, because I don't think I ever had the pleasure of meeting Coach, but everybody that I hear, Melissa would always tell me stories about how great he was. And, so thank you for bringing. I know you guys are getting emotional. Right. Thank you for bringing that up. Yeah. And our thoughts are with the family and everything also. So
and they will throw out the first pitch tomorrow.
Oh, that's awesome.
If we get to play.
Yeah. So, well, man, we
We appreciate you bringing these girls in.
Yeah, we're excited.
Thank y'all for
we're
coming.
excited.
Thanks for having us.
We'll have to get y'all back once school starts so they can miss class.
Miss class.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so well, we'll be right back. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back with the ACCS girls. I'm playing. We'll be right back after a quick break.
Hey y'all, it's Ronnie and Shannon with Miss Lou Champion Spotlight.
And we want to tell you about our awesome partner, J.E. Hicks Distributing Company, also known as Hicks Chicks.
Hicks Chicks is a local, family-owned food distribution company that has been serving the Miss Lou since 1945. You already know they serve all of your favorite restaurants, but did you know that they are also open to the public?
Hicks Chicks has a variety of food products, including delicious heat and eat options like chicken and dumplings, white bean chicken chili, lasagna, and gumbo. They also carry a wide variety of seafood options like shrimp, crabs, tuna steaks, salmon, and catfish.
And don't forget about their delicious burgers that are already pattied up for you and their amazing dessert options.
So stop by today at 1380 Martin Luther King Jr. Road in Natchez. Hicks Chicks.
Way more than just chicken.
We want to tell you about our awesome partners, Syrah Technology, Gregg Vet Clinic, Hicks Chicks, Kenny Chesney's Chair Bay Rum, and all of our awesome partners that you see on the screen right now. Make sure to do business with them and tell them Miss Lou Champion sent you. All right, guys, we're back in the studio. I want to say thank you to Coach Beesley and the Cathedral girls. And now we have the ACCS. I think the whole team almost here.
Pretty much.
So we've got Coach Savannah Buck, Alyssa Oakwin, Allie Lindsay, Phoebe Hale, and Gracie Hale. How are y'all?
Good.
Doing well. Another one of my former students here. Had Madeline in earlier, so one of the questions I asked her was, "Who is the greatest teacher of all time?" She answered it correctly.
Mr. Ronnie.
I pay him to say that. So, Joey, you want to get us started?
Sure.
Thank y'all for coming.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all
Thank
being
you.
here. Now, I noticed 7 of the 8 girls who earned awards last year at your spring banquet are back, so that's got to be exciting.
Oh yeah, it's definitely exciting. We only graduated 1 starter, so overall the team is basically the same. We've added in a couple of younger players too. So our JV team, a lot of them moved up to varsity, so it's really good this year.
And you were telling me they were like 15 and
they were 15. JV was 15-2, so
That's
they had a great year, and I'm looking for them to be 17-0 this year. So
what is the big jump going from junior varsity to varsity?
there's not much of a jump. It's pretty close to the same. It's just really when you get up to that varsity level, it's more mental. It's more the mental side of it. So it's like we're developing their fundamentals in the JV, and then they're ready for varsity at that point. So it's not much. You know, we got a young 7th grader that's coming in, and she's playing really hard. She could go up to varsity. So it really just depends on who's good for that situation, and just work them in the way we can.
Yeah, so we were talking Coach Beasley, and they're very senior heavy.
Yes.
What do you guys, as far as your classifications with starters and all of that? Are you a young team?
I think we're even all the way through. I mean, we've got a pretty even amount. I mean, from 7th to 12, we're all kind of working them in. Like they're pretty even all the way through.
Contributors coming out.
Yeah.
all the
I
way
feel like
down to
every
7.
year we're just going to get better. You know, this year is going to be a strong year. Next year is going to be even stronger. It's just we're getting better as we get older. We've got a lot of good younger players coming in too. I'm going to miss my group of seniors, but I mean, this is still a strong group, but it's still going to continue after them. So.
Okay. Well, let's get down the line real quick and which end do y'all want to start? Let's start here. All right. So what I want you to do is just tell us what position you play and a little bit about what you're excited about for the year.
My name's Allie, and I play outfield, usually left
Okay.
field. And I'm excited about winning a lot of games
Okay.
and eat some concession stand food.
What's your favorite concession stand food?
Sylvan has some really good chicken sandwiches.
But what about my concession stand? What's your favorite item?
Nachos.
Nachos.
She got the different location.
Yeah.
Pulled pork nachos.
Oh yeah, those are good.
Them are good.
What position are you playing?
I play center and second and pitch sometimes. And I'm excited about, I just think we're going to be way better than we have
Think it's
before.
going to be a good team this year?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm Phoebe. I play third base, and I'm just excited to see us like grow as a team, keep growing. We really have come far, so I just want to see us out there together, working together.
Good. Gracie?
Yes.
Uh,
I play outfield between like left and right, and I'm most excited for probably making memories and having fun and winning games with my team.
are any of you guys seniors?
We're
all
We're all seniors.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're all seniors.
Okay.
And you batted 571 last year. Is that right?
Varsity.
Mhm.
Wow. Let me ask you, when does the ball look like a beach ball and when you're in that zone or
I mean, I can see it coming in. Yeah, I mean, I see it.
and so 600 this year, what do you do?
Well, we'll see.
That's awesome.
We're all going to try to jump at least 100 points.
Okay.
That's what our goal is.
That's-
For my goal for them to
that's
at least
awesome.
jump up 100.
Okay. Well, what have you seen in these girls, how they've matured mentally and
It's a complete turnaround. I know last year with me coming in as a new coach, it was probably a little bit difficult. Everybody was trying to find their own way. I mean, I was too. So I think this year we've all kind of come together and they're really focusing on the drills that we're doing and they're showing up for practice and doing the hard work. So with that, I mean, anything, we can go up against anybody and just do the small things right and we can win. So I'm excited for that. I think their mindsets have changed a lot in the past year.
I'm going to ask y'all the same questions I asked the other girls. I'm going to start with Allie. What do you do to get ready for a game? Is there certain music you listen to? What is your routine?
Listening to music puts me in a better mood. So probably just listen to music and be with my
Is
friends.
there a certain type of music that gets you pumped up?
Rihanna.
Okay.
Usually I'll ride to the games with Allie and we'll just listen to the inside.
Stop at the concession stand.
For me, I usually start my mornings with I'm a very faith-based, I guess, driven person. So I listen to Christian music and I always pray before games.
Awesome.
So that kind of gets me motivated and
Awesome.
ready.
That's awesome.
This is actually my first year being on the AC softball team family. But my old school DC, I would just try to look my best so I could play my best.
Looking good before the game. Everything.
And are you guys related, I'm guessing?
We tell
We
people
tell
we
people
are.
we We might as well be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Depends on how they're doing.
Sisters,
She has a good game. Yeah, that's my sister.
Yeah. So we were talking about the districts earlier. You guys have a pretty tough district, huh?
Yes, we do. It's stacked all the way through. And even when we go to South State, I mean, we've got Park Lane, all these other schools that we're going against. So, I mean, the 5A in itself is just incredible.
So what's your mindset going into knowing that you're going to go into a season playing some really tough competition? Is it something that you look forward to, facing those really tough teams, and make you rise to the occasion, or?
I would rather play better teams than really bad teams because
It's competition.
really bad
Push
teams
yourself.
is just like
I feel like if we all just go in with a good mindset, we're on a good mood, and do the small things right, and get our fundamentals down, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we have the talent to beat any team.
You think you can beat any team in the district? Do you feel?
I think we could. If we show up and
Yeah.
do the right things, like you said, do the small things right, then I think we could. I think we can go against anybody. It's just making our plays and being together and bringing that energy.
I think our mindset's the worst.
Yeah.
Like if we just have a good mindset, then we'll be fine.
And that's been the hardest thing to try to change, or not change, but change about the
Yeah.
culture
Yeah.
of the women's sports at AC. I think with softball this year, I've seen a noticeable difference in how they approach practices, how they approach their games. I keep telling them, preaching at them, you can go and you can do anything you want if you just focus on the small things. So
I think they're taking that in this year.
More like a maturity level
Yeah,
that's
I
coming
think
around.
so. I think so. I think everybody's jumping on board. It's not something that, I think they've been taught in all of it. I mean, it's just this generation, I think it's harder to push that onto them, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But I think this year they're really starting to see it because it has made a difference. And
So many distractions.
right, there are. And I think when they come up, putting their phones away and, we all praying together, we're cheering together, and it changes the vibe and makes you want to be there and want to get better. So
Now, you're new to the area, so we just kind of, what is your background?
I'm originally from Jasper, Georgia. It's an hour north of Atlanta.
Okay, did you set the home run record, school record?
I set my home run record in Tuscaloosa.
In Tuscaloosa.
I
Wow.
did.
Where'd you go to school there?
Northridge High School.
Okay, yeah.
So I was ranked 6A there, and after that, my dad, he got a job at the Vicksburg Southern Railroad. So after we graduated, we moved on to Vicksburg, and I played 4 years of college ball. I played at Hines for a fall, and then I went to Blue Mountain Christian University, and then I went to LSU of Alexandria after that and finished out with Belhaven. And then after that, I started coaching at St. Aloysius, and I stayed there for 5 years. And I had known a lot of these girls down here. I'd done lessons with them, and I'd been coming down for years. So when the position opened up at AC, I just figured it would be a great opportunity to continue to grow, myself, and also come down and help, grow this program. So,
Well, as a former college player, what do you think of the NIL? And
I don't want to comment on it. It's kind of hard. Things have definitely changed a lot from when we were in school, and I wish that we would have had the same opportunities when we were playing as there are now. With all of the different deals and things like that. But it's just what we push for the younger kids to get to. This is what you can do when you get to college sports. Only 7% of high school athletes make it at that point. So it's just a bigger incentive to push that.
And Title IX is in the news big time now. I know you would love to see the girls get more opportunities.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I think it's something that we just need to keep pushing to them. Like, there's just so many doors that can open for you if you really push yourself to get to that next level. And it just continues to provide for you later on. So.
Yeah. I was going back to North Georgia. It's a beautiful part of the country up there. I love it. It's one of my favorite parts of the whole United States.
It's beautiful.
So I said this to the Cathedral girls a while ago. Without giving any bulletin board material away, who are some people that you're really fired up to play this year?
Cathedral.
She said, "Boo!"
Shots fired.
That came out quick.
I don't think you're surprising on that answer, though.
Is anybody else who's?
But they're also our friends.
Yeah, right. I think it's going to be more of a fun game. Like, they all know each other. They've grown up together, and I love all of them too. Like, I've worked with a lot of them, and I think it's a good type of culture this year.
Right.
So
that's right. So, who are you looking forward to playing?
I think Cathedral.
Why?
That was a good game.
Say now.
Oh yeah, say now. Say now.
I wonder why.
Probably Cathedral too.
Cathedral. Okay.
Say now's at the top now.
Rearranged it there. So would you guys rather play at home, or do you like going on the road and being the villain?
I like playing away games.
Me too. Get some chicken.
Just like
really? Oh, I love a home field advantage. I love being at
yelling at you. She said she liked Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
I think I'm saying where she's going here.
Yeah. You like the outside.
Well, let me ask each one of you. You can start, Allie. Do you prefer playing in the fall or the spring?
I played on a team last year. It was like a Diamond Dolls team, and
yeah, it could be cold early in the
season. We went to a tournament, and it was freezing. We had to put on hoodies and stuff. It was so cold. My fingers were frozen. It was cold. So definitely.
Let's quit.
At my old school, we played when it was cold, and it was terrible. So definitely
fall.
Fall. Well, I've got to ask you. You have to like that because spring you have to worry about graduation, spring trip. Girls' minds maybe somewhere else, and you don't have to deal with that.
That is a fact, but we've also got that in the fall too with football and all of those other things. So that's not really like my mindset on it. In the spring, you have more time to work with the girls. So that would be why I would want to move to spring. We could start practice all the way through basketball season, and then start in the spring, even if it is cold. Like, that was something at my high school we played in the spring. So all that whole time, we're working, we're playing fall games, and then we come and we're weightlifting throughout the winter, and then it's just a different type of.
Yeah, and I feel like sports are just like year round now. No matter when your season is, it just never ends.
It never ends.
Especially you guys, if you play travel ball and all that kind of stuff, it's you guys are busy. You have a lot going on.
And with such a small school too, we're all doing everything. We've got cheer, soccer, everything. They're jumping in, which is great. We want them to do that, but it is kind of hard to schedule around that.
And cheer and soccer and softball run into each other.
Yes.
Yeah. Did any of y'all still play a slow pitch? Any? No.
I do.
And I used to hear, "Oh, don't play slow pitch. That's going to mess up your timing." But I never could believe.
It's a completely different game.
Well, it gives your defensive players more work.
Right. That would be the only reason why I would want my girls to play is just for the defense. Right. The hitting, it's fun.
Yeah.
I mean, seniors set the tone, really. So, what about you guys as far as leadership?
I think it's very important. I don't think we would have much of a team if we didn't have it. Just because you do have those younger girls looking up, but at the same time, I feel like for us, like if we're leaders, I feel like that not only it sets the tone, like you said, but it really, for me, it affects me on the field, on and off the field. So I feel like when I am trying to be a leader, I do play better and I have a better mindset because I know that there are younger girls watching me, and then I could potentially affect them for really the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
Because the seniors before me have affected me. They all haven't been terrible. There were some good ones, and I remember those. So that's why I think it's very important.
Yeah. And yours is a little different because it's a new team for you. So your leadership role is a little different here.
I looked up to my other team a lot. Like, they were my family. They were very. But I feel like it's our job as seniors to cheer them on and let them know, like, y'all are going to be us one day, and it's going to be y'all's job to do the same.
Yeah.
And how to treat the younger kids.
Yeah.
So basically what Allie said.
Well, Savannah, I mean, coming in last year, these girls not used to winning. Was getting mentally right a big task of yours right off?
Oh, yes, 100. And it's still an everyday process. And we're still trying to, change that culture. But at first, just pushing that on them, I think it kind of was a little bit of a shock to them at first. But I think they adapted well over the season. We had a little bit of hiccups towards the end, but giving them that time off and then coming back in the spring, I really think their mindset's completely changed. So
that's awesome.
It's good.
And I think being in such a tough district, I mean, the thing is, you better have your mindset right.
You have
because everybody else in your district, I mean, if you start looking at some of those teams that you were rattling off a while ago, I mean, they're serious about what they're doing. And if you come in not serious, it's going to be a bad day for you. So,
first blood. I mean, whoever makes the first mistake, the mental mistake, however it is, that's what it's going to come down to. So we have to be ready from the jump.
Yeah.
Is that kind of a deal with somebody's hitting and that kind of carries on to the other girls?
Oh, it spreads. Energy spreads. So if someone gets a good hit, you're all building them up. That next person's going to come up. They're going to have that confidence that's just pushed off from the person before. So it just leads on down the lineup. And that's what I want them to do is keep that fire going all the way through that lineup. So I have full faith that they can keep that energy up.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so too. And we're getting, so we got a couple minutes left, but I'll give you the last one, but I'll jump in real quick. My last question to you guys is they were talking about her background a while ago, and obviously she's accomplished a lot. What does that mean as a player for knowing that your coach has accomplished what she's accomplished?
It throws you under the bus.
That it helps me know that she knows what she's doing and to listen to her. So
trust factor.
Yes.
Well, in the past before she came, we only ever had guy coaches, and so having a woman, a very accomplished woman, she's a big role model. I feel like for all of us. Not only because she's a woman, because she has played, she's been there, especially for those that are wanting to play at a higher level. I think she does play a big role in that.
It just kind of reassures us that she knows, and she knows how to get us, and she knows how to get us to where we need to be.
Yeah,
I think the same because she has accomplished so much, so obviously she knows what she's doing,
she's doing. So why would we not trust her?
That's right.
She's doing.
Yeah. It's got to feel good.
It feels great. I know. I'm like blushing. Like, I
yeah.
can't do.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to feel good as a coach that your team's bought in. It
does. And you spend a lot of time pushing that on them. Like, hey, please believe me. Please listen to me. And it's kind of hard to change a teenage girl's mind. You know, it is. And so that makes me happy to hear.
And it's great that you know, 10,000 hour rule, and you've put so many hours in over your lifetime to get to where you're at today. And now, maybe you're not playing now, but you're passing those hours down to them in knowledge. So
yes, for sure.
I know it's got to be rewarding.
It's gratifying. It's delayed gratification, but
yeah,
it's gratifying.
That's right.
Watching what the football team went through last year, does that give y'all motivation to do the same?
I feel like our girls' sports are lowered to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like us, like all the boys' sports are all really good. They win all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that makes us want to win more.
That's awesome.
Seeing all of them do it.
Knowing that's possible, that we can do that,
Yeah.
just because of gender or whatever.
Yeah, if they can do it, we can do it. Attitude, right? Yeah.
Yeah. We anything you want to leave before we? And we'll have you guys back throughout the season and stuff. We have an open door for you.
Awesome. Well,
anytime
thank you.
we'll follow you and try to come to some games and we'll keep up and Joey does a great job every week telling us who wins and loses and who plays well and all that kind of stuff. So we'll be following you guys closely throughout the year. We appreciate y'all coming in this morning. And nobody was nervous, right?
No, not at all.
Y'all did great. And thank y'all. I know y'all going to have a great season.
Appreciate it.
So we'll be right back after a quick break to wrap this thing up.
Hi, it's Shannon with Miss Lou Champion Spotlight. If you like what we're doing, be sure to follow, like, share, and even comment on all our content. Also, visit MissLouChampions.com to sign up for our newsletter and to receive other information, as well as the opportunity to receive some awesome prizes. Thank you, Miss Lou, for your continued support, and as always, have a champion day.
All right, guys, welcome back to Champion Sports Talk. Man, what a first episode, huh?
That was fun.
Yeah, we want to say thank you to the coach Beesley and the Cathedral girls for coming on, and then Coach Bug with the AC girls. They everybody did a great job.
They did.
I think everybody's pretty pumped up for the season.
They are, and it's good to be talking about sports again.
Yeah, it is, man. I'm glad to be back. This is what do you think? What stood out to you today?
I learned a lot of things I didn't know, and it was just kind of enlightening to hear some of the girls talk about things we don't think about. It was really, really good.
Yeah. Seems like everybody's ready for the season. KG, she's dialed in. She's a little bulldog. How she was like, what do you look forward to? State championship. Oh goodness. Yeah.
But, we don't realize the things that just the distractions they have, like the AC coach was talking about. I mean, it's tough being a coach now to keep their attention, keep them disciplined.
Yeah.
So our hats go off to all the coaches around here.
Oh man, yeah, we're blessed to have some good coaches in this area. We said it a lot last year, but yeah, I'm glad to be back on air for season 2, episode 1. What else? I know that we wanted to keep it short at the beginning, but what else do we have with some local stuff?
Talk about football. 2 weeks. We've got actual football games. So that's
2 weeks.
Yeah, August 16th coming up. So
who's that going to be?
Well, AC is going to Bowling Green. They'll be defending their state championship, obviously, and if they don't win state again, sorry about this, David. I'll be surprised.
Yeah.
Because, man, they're loaded again. I think they can be even better this year.
Well, you know what Jay Johnson says? He says, we're not defending it. That they can't take that from it. We already have that.
Right.
So we're not defending it. Nobody can come get it. So this is a new season.
That's right.
So, that's one way to look at it.
That's right. And
pretty sure that's where Coach King will tell them.
Sure. Yeah, he'll be riding them hard. I know Stanley will because he's been there. He knows.
Yeah, I don't think either one of those guys need us to tell them how to get them dialed in. I think they've won a lot of ball games.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Cathedral goes to Columbia August 16th, and then both schools will be back home. Cathedral hosting Central Hines the 23rd, and AC will be hosting St. Al. Natchez High, they kick off they go all the way to Hancock, which is That's a long way to go. Then they're going to have their first game against Macomb. Then across the river will get started. And, man, we're kicking off with the bang.
Faraday, man.
September 6th.
What a kickoff classic.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah. So obviously you shared that you thought AC was going to be really good. What are your thoughts about some of the other teams? Were you expecting Cathedral? What do you see?
I think they'll
some growth.
But they learned a lot, I think, last year, and they know what to expect from Coach Loy now, and what his expectations. And
because last year was year one for
him. Right. And they played a lot of young guys, so I see better things ahead for them.
Yeah. Okay.
But again, you're talking about that same district, which is a killer.
I know, man. Yeah, that's crazy. What about Coach Davis and the high school?
I like what's going on with that. Yeah. Have you seen their new uniforms? He had them on Facebook.
I didn't see it.
Gold. Man, they are sweet.
Sharp.
Sweet. I expect bigger things out of him. And I know he has not been happy with what they've done the last few years. And he's going to change it. Yeah. And I think he's got a good team coming back, and looking forward to seeing what they do.
Okay. And then as we go across the river, before we'll come back to Faraday Vidalia. What do you say for the Delta Charter? They had a good run last year.
Well, their offensive line was young last year, and it ended up being a strong point, which surprised us all. And now they're back, and you've got a veteran team there up front.
Yeah.
Of course, you lost Javari Singleton, which is huge, and his brother Tyron's going to step up, and I look for big things out of them. They start at.
Is he going to play ball anywhere?
Yeah, he's getting some offers. Sure is. But they can go to LaSalle on September 6th. And then, of course, they have Vidalia and Faraday the next 2 weeks. How exciting is that?
Wow. Yeah. So, coming back to Faraday, since we're over there, what do you see for Faraday coming up this year? They got some changes happening.
They've got big changes. Walter Johnson, the head coach. Yeah. They could be a sleeper. He's got some young guys. Their junior high was really good last year. And, you got to give them a couple of years. But, Faraday can make some noise this year.
Yeah, they won a game in the playoffs last year, didn't they?
Yes, they did. Sure.
And then they had to go to Kentwood.
Yes.
Man, that's a brutal place to play.
That's tough.
Especially
they played Kentwood in the spring and beat them. So or lost to them by a touchdown, I should say.
Yeah.
So
okay, and then coming back to my alma mater, Coach Webb.
Vikings. They are pushing them hard. I was watching them work out the other day, and got a couple of really big kids, and of course you got Almari Juice back there running the show, and they're really optimistic, and there's good reason for that.
Yeah, well, good, man. What else are we? I know we'll be covering some LSU. We had our buddy Jacques Doucette down a couple of weeks ago talking some LSU ball, and we might talk to him some this year. Who knows? But what do you see for them this year?
Man, I think they 10-11 wins. I think is very possible. Especially if that defense comes around. But they got to stay healthy, and the old thing about depth at certain positions is going to be huge.
They just took a big blow losing cornerback. Yeah. Defensive line will be an issue, but they've got the best coaches on the defense. They've got two of the best coaches in the country.
Absolutely.
On the defensive line. So if they can't get it out of these guys, I don't know who else can.
And the recruiting he's got for
the 2025, that 2025 class is lining up to which in today's world we can end up they all leaving. Well, Oregon might call and say, "Hey, unlimited money," as Phil Knight said, unlimited budget.
Yeah.
But we've got a couple of kids from Oregon that said, "Hey, we're going Tigers." So, I hate to see it. I hate to see it where it is right now with the NIL just being the Wild West. I mean, I like the concept of NIL, but there's got to be a way to contain it. And then so they'll be kicking off soon. They've got a big kickoff with USC out in Vegas. A lot of people here going to that, I know. And then the Saints will be interesting to cover this year.
I know, Miss. There's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Really riding that wagon, and good reason. What they've got coming back.
I mean, this could be Ole Miss's best year that they've had. I mean, since the 50s and 60s. Honestly, I mean, they've really
they've really doubled down on this portal class, and they've got a lot of seniors. They're very, very senior heavy. So if they don't do it this year, I could see Lane saying, "Man, let me get out of here before it gets bad" or something. But they're going to be. Ole Miss was going to have to rely on the portal for the next couple of years because they went so heavy on the portal this year, and they are so senior heavy. So honestly, this is the year for them to
I'm seeing rave reviews for the state coach, Chef Levy. Everybody loves him. So maybe the state will be able to turn him around.
Yeah, we'll have to get old Walt in and talk to the state.
There you go.
I talked to him the other day, and he said, "I said, what do you think?" He said, "Well, I mean, we're already fighting against LSU, Alabama, Georgia, blah, blah, blah." And he's like, "Then you got Texas and Oklahoma coming in." He's like, I mean,
that's tough.
So I get it though, man. But yeah, anything else you want to hit before we get out of here?
I think we've covered a lot.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you, man. And
Appreciate you.
I'm looking forward to getting started on the year, and we'll do this every Thursday, which we won't do it next Thursday, but we'll do it starting after that. We'll hit every Thursday, and I'm sure we'll have a lot of people in and do a lot of good interviews, and it's just fun to cover the kids again. I really enjoyed that last year, and we had a lot of great feedback from last year. So thanks to everybody for watching and supporting a season 2. So we didn't get canceled.
That's good.
Yet. So
we're still riding Dustin's coattails.
That's right. There. Yeah. A while ago, Joey said we're going to keep Dustin around. I said we better because we don't know what we're doing. So look, we just want to say thank you to everybody watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the interview with the girls today. That's something that it's good for them to have the opportunity to do and to grow, to be able to come in with people asking them questions and cameras everywhere. So thank y'all for watching and supporting those girls. Thank you to all of our awesome partners out there, including Concordia Sentinel and Gregg Vet. We had Liza on, so one of our favorites. So thank you to everybody out there for watching. Thanks to all of our partners. Thank you to all of our military. God bless everybody out there. And as always, have a champion day. We want to tell you about our awesome partners, Syrah Technology, Gregg Vet Clinic, Hicks Chicks, Kenny Chesney's Blue Chair Bay Rum, and all of our awesome partners that you see on the screen right now. Make sure to do business with them and tell them Miss Lou Champion sent you.
Hey y'all, it's Ronnie and Shannon with Miss Lou Champion Spotlight.
And we want to tell you about our awesome partner, J.E. Hicks Distributing Company, also known as Hicks Chicks.
Hicks Chicks is a local, family-owned food distribution company that has been serving the Miss Lou since 1945. You already know they serve all of your favorite restaurants, but did you know that they are also open to the public?
Hicks Chicks has a variety of food products, including delicious heat and eat options like chicken and dumplings, white bean chicken chili, lasagna, and gumbo. They also carry a wide variety of seafood options like shrimp, crabs, tuna steaks, salmon, and catfish.
And don't forget about their delicious burgers that are already pattied up for you, and their amazing dessert options.
So stop by today at 1380 Martin Luther King Jr. Road in Natchez. Hicks Chicks.
Way more than just chicken.
Guys, Ronnie and Shannon here with Miss Lou Champion Spotlight.
And we're here at our amazing partners, Gregg Veterinary Hospital.
Gregg Veterinary Hospital has been providing comprehensive, reliable, cutting-edge veterinary services to pets in the Miss Lou since 2002.
They welcome pets of all shapes and sizes who are in need of emergency treatment or who require routine medical, surgical, and dental care.
Dr. Gregg and his team offer a long list of services, including in-house laboratory diagnostics, digital x-ray, soft tissue, orthopedic surgery, dental care, extractions, laser surgery, laser therapy, preventative health, and wellness plans.
And if you need grooming and boarding services, they do that too.
So call Gregg Vet today.
Win your share of $200,000 this summer at Magnolia Bluffs Casino Hotel. Play to win our Magnolia Money Explosion giveaways and our $12,000 Summer Cash Splash Grand Prize. Plus, enjoy new lower table limits, hot new games, a new lineup of entertainment, and all the action at Playmaker Sportsbook Bar and Grill. It's always a good time. Visit MagnoliaBluffsCasino.com. Gambling problem? Call 888-777-9696. Must be 21.